Welcome to Tech Bytes and News, your daily roundup of articles featured in Hacker News. Today, we're diving into a fascinating development in the offshore wind energy sector. Shell's withdrawal from a major New Jersey project. It's a big story, folks.
A big story indeed. So Shell, an oil giant, pulling out of a massive offshore wind farm? That seems counterintuitive, doesn't it? What's the reason behind this?
That's exactly what makes it so interesting. Shell cites increased competition, project delays, and a shifting market landscape as the primary reasons. But there's more to it than that. They also mention the regulatory context.
Regulatory context? You mean Trump's influence?
Precisely. Remember Trump's executive order on his first day in office? It essentially put a temporary freeze on new offshore wind leases and approvals. It also directed a review of existing leases, looking for ways to terminate them. This created a huge amount of uncertainty for investors.
I see. So Shell is essentially saying, the risk is too high, the return too uncertain. But isn't offshore wind considered crucial for climate change mitigation?
Absolutely. It's a key component of transitioning away from fossil fuels. New Jersey, for example, aims for 100% clean energy by 2035. This Shell decision is a major setback. It's a significant win for those opposed to offshore wind, many of whom are politically motivated.
Right. The article mentions that Republican Representative Jeff Van Drew, who helped draft the executive order, called it a big win. It's a clear political victory, but at what cost? This isn't just about politics, it's about the climate.
Exactly. And that's the frustrating part. Shell's pulling out of a project that could power 1 million homes. A third of New Jersey's households is a huge loss for clean energy development. The article also highlights that other developers are watching this situation closely. This sets a worrying precedent.
It certainly does. The article mentions Ørsted, another major player, also abandoning a New Jersey project in 2023 due to economic concerns. Is this a sign of a broader trend? Is offshore wind becoming less economically viable?
That's a complex question. While offshore wind is still relatively expensive compared to other clean energy sources, it's becoming cheaper. But the uncertainty introduced by the executive order, as one expert pointed out, is a major factor. Strong policy support is crucial to attract investment in these projects. Without it, the economic viability becomes questionable.
So it's not just the cost of the technology itself, but the political and regulatory risks that are driving companies away. This highlights the importance of stable, long-term policies supporting renewable energy development.
Precisely. This isn't just about Shell, it's about the future of offshore wind in the U.S. The uncertainty created by the executive order has real-world consequences, impacting not only the climate, but also economic development and job creation. It's a complicated issue, with far-reaching implications.
Absolutely. It's a cautionary tale about the interplay between politics, economics, and the urgent need for climate action. Thanks for breaking this down for us.
My pleasure. And that's all the time we have for today's Tech Bytes and News. Thanks for listening. And we'll catch you next time with more insightful analysis of the tech world and beyond. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.